Hello and welcome, my name is Thompson Play, and in today's video we're doing the second installment of our Mod Tools tutorial series. And in today's video we're going to be making our very first map, as basic as it is, and actually get it running on our computer. So let's go. Starting things off then, what we want to do is jump into Steam and navigate over to your tools. You'll be able to find your Black Ops 3 and you can just right click on it and play a game. Now, at this point, I'm assuming that you've already downloaded the bloody 46.5 gig update for your mod tools, and in which case you're ready to go. If not, go back and watch my other tutorial, and I'll show you comprehensively how to install the Black Ops 3 mod tools for a very noob-friendly audience. So once you're there then, you want to minimize Steam, get her out of the way, and I'll just maximize this window so you can see what's going on. Actually, no, I won't. I'll leave it like that, and I'll zoom in for you. So once we're here then, this is your mod tools launcher. It's where you're going to be dealing with all of your mods and different stuff. It's handy. It's the kind of one-stop place to get into Radiant, which is the map editor, and your asset editor, which will allow you to put in, your own custom textures and all that stuff. So as you can see, we already have multiplayer map Combine and the zombies map The Giant, and if you want, out of curiosity, you can actually just open these maps in Radiant to see, well, what the hell went on in those maps when Treyarch was making them and the detail that went into them, and that might be a little bit of an interesting learning curve for you guys. But for the moment, we're just going to make our own map. So you want to go up here to New, click on it, and type in a name for your map. So for a zombies map, you want to put ZM underscore the name of your map, and for a multiplayer map, you want to put MP underscore and whatever the name of your map is. So I'm just going to call this just Thompson Play for the moment with no T, Thompson Play, and I'm going to make it a zombie mod level. Now, zombie mod levels usually have extra assets and extra little textures straight away, so I'd recommend just using a zombie one if you want like extra detail and whatnot. So you just want to click OK, and voila, a new map has been created. So it's going gives you all this stuff that has been made. So that is our new map, and we can actually start editing it in Radiant. But before we do that, we're going to navigate to our Steam folder and just show you where your mod tools and your mods actually live. So for me, my Steam folder is in here in Steam Games, Steam Apps, Common, and voila, Black Ops 3. Once you're in there, you want to scroll down to User Maps, and as you can see, there is my map, Zombie Thompson Play. So click in here, and this is all of your mod files. So every single bit to do with your zombies map is in here. Scripts are all the coding aspects of it. Sound is all the sound, and then zone and source is just the other kind of stuff for your map. I'm perfectly honest with you, I'm not 100% experienced with map modding. I done a good bit with World at War, but I have it all forgotten now at this point. So if you look in the Giant one, there's like a good like 2 folders there. So so that's it, and then there's Combine there as well. So that is all your mod tools and all the other files, the actual game files and the mod tool files. For the majority of people, these won't be installed where I have them. This is a custom Steam location, so if you're looking for these on your own computer, you want to go into your C drive, you want to go into Program Files, x86, you want to scroll on down to Steam, you want to scroll on down to Steam Apps, and then there should be a common folder, and that will bring you to a similar folder to where I was with my games. So that'll bring you to here. You want to go into Common, and then you want to go into your game. So that's it. Boom. So once we're here then, and we've discovered that we have a map, and we've discovered that we know where it is, we're going to right click on it and we're going to open it in Radiant. So Radiant, as I said, is the map editor, and this is Radiant Black Edition because it's Black Ops 3 and not World at War, and it's updated and everything. So it actually really gives my first time launching Radiant on this, so hopefully it launches okay and it doesn't give me a bunch of errors or anything. Oh, well, there's an error, but it'll just stay going. And the first launch is actually going to take a good bit of time because... Oh, I thought it'd actually take a bit more. Because usually it has to convert all of your zombies files and all of... Like, literally all of the game files into files that Radiant can actually use, and you can actually start editing your maps. So the first launch is going to take a bit of time, but we're going to wait it out and we'll fast it forward for you. Okay, so we are in. This is your very first look at Radiant. And this is your very first look at your very own map. So there's loads of different sections here, and there's lots and lots of stuff, and it may look quite overwhelming at the start, but let me tell you, you will definitely get used to it, and I usually rescale these and make this about the same size. It's my usual configuration, and controls in this are not the same as your regular old WASD or anything like that, so you're gonna have to take a little bit of time to get used to these, and I will do a controls tutorial to show you how to actually navigate this thing, because at the start it can be a little bit daunting and a little bit difficult to try and find your way around. But as a rule of thumb, you don't really need to do much at this point anyway. So our map is basically going to have a couple of boxes in it. It's going to have a power switch, pack-a-punch, a couple of perks, a barricade, and a mystery box, and a gun on the wall. That's it. That is your map, and it doesn't look too impressive, but it is your map all the same. Now over here, this is your top-down XY top. So this is like looking straight down on your map in a 2D version, and you can see all of the different stuff, bits of walls and extra perk machines and everything that you placed in here, and they all have their very own little ID. So this is what they're going to be called in your script. So if you want to do a little bit of scripting or a little bit of editing or anything like that, it's going to be done within your script file with these IDs. So just something to keep in mind, and also it probably doesn't mean a lot to you at the moment, but hopefully I'll do some tutorials over time and we'll get things cleared up for everybody. So once you've done all of this, like, it doesn't, like, we're just looking at the map here, and like you can just go in and save, and there you go, that's your map saved. So we're just going to minimize out of Radiant because I'm not going to be using it in this tutorial. And we want to go back here and we want to tick the box for our zombie map because we want to actually play it. So we're going to tick the compile box, we're going to tick the like box, and we're going to tick the link box. So compile is actually going to put your map together. The light is going to do all of the custom lighting, so all the shadows and everything is going to be rendered in fully. And then the link is going to be putting together all of your scripting files. So if you changed anything in the code side of your map, it's all going to be put together and compiled fresh. If you don't do that, then when you build your map, you know, you might make a change in the script and then you build your map and you don't tick link and nothing happens. You're like, oh, what's going on? Well, that's it. So there we go. We're just going to click build and kaboom. It'll start going through all the jazz here. And you will notice Radiant will open a new window, actually. Fair enough. To go through all of this stuff. And it's just going to take its time. Again, the first compile of your map is going to take a little bit of time if you have like a huge amount of stuff. And it's going to, like, when it's finished, it's going to show it. So you can just keep an eye in the little bit of a console here so you can see what's going on. Okay, so now at the end of that very lengthy compiling process, your very first compile is done, your very first map is ready to go. Now, worry not, compiling usually will not take that long after the first time you compile a map. It should just compile a lot quicker. So now we're going to launch our map. So what you want to do is jump back into Steam, go to your library, go down to Games, scroll down to Black Ops 3, and press play. and then hopefully it's going to launch up like in a decent speed for us and not be taking ages or anything. So I'll see you when we get in there. Okay, so we're in the lovely Black Ops menu. Now, I will mention that you don't actually have to go through the game, and I'll show you how to launch your map a different way in just a moment, because it's actually probably a bit quicker. But for the moment, we're just going to launch it this way. So you're going to click on Zombies, go into Change Map, and you can see that my Thompson Play map is right here. So we're just going to click on it, and it's going to go through this little loading process. And that's actually just loading up the default mod, which is User Maps mod, which lets you play your own custom maps. So you can see actually up here, User Maps, so that's the mod we're using. And because my map doesn't have any cool screen or anything, it's just white, and we're going to start the game. So it's going to count down, and we'll be in a game in just a moment. Okay, so there you go. This is your very first map. So this is the tutorial map, and it has the basics really to get you going on your very first custom zombies map. So we have our lovely texturous, lovely shiny floor, a couple of zombie spawns, a riser there, risers over there, and your lovely risers in behind a barricade. You have your wall by, you have a, looks like a box location with no box on it, a couple of perks up along the wall, Pack-a-Punch, and power. So that's the basics, and I've actually added in this little room over here, so we can go over here. And this is just my little boxy room, and invisible man for scale, so I knew what the size was like, and a barricade. Again, just little small things that I've added in, and there's no lighting in there, and it looks horrible. There's a stupid texture and all that. But again, it's really fun, and just trying to get used to all the mod tools and everything will take some time. But I really do recommend sticking with it. I really do recommend giving it a go, because I had lots of fun with the World at War mod tools, and this is going to be like 10 times better because you have like cool textures and everything. So as you can see, everything works, you know. Turn on the power there, and now we can Pack-a-Punch. We can like use all the perks, and apparently we can't steal points from them. No, but you know, there's your perks, and we have a riser there actually, and you can get your wall by. So do I have enough actually to get the wall by? Yeah, I do. Give me that. So we can get our wall by, and you can see weapons work, the whole thing works, and you have your nice sky, and it's all pretty boring, but that's it, that's your first map. And the last part of this tutorial then, I suppose, is to show you how to launch the map without going through the game rigmarole, to make it a little bit quicker and easier on you. So let's go over to that part. Now, the other way of launching your map, which doesn't involve you going through the game, and I didn't realize this the first time I launched the mod tools, so bear with me. Here we have my map, so you just want to tick the box for my lovely zombie Thompson Play map, and you just tick this little box over here that says run, and then press on build, and that will launch it straight into your map for you as well, and it'll work out just a little bit quicker than launching the entire game, and also you can kind of quickly move in and out of running and compiling and all of that jazz. So that is the tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed this quick and I hope straightforward tutorial on how to get yourself set up with the mod tools and get a little bit familiar with them. And if you want to see more of these, leave a comment down below, and I'm hopefully going to be making my own custom zombies map, so in the future you'll probably see maybe 1 or 2 videos here and there of progress of how it's going. So, as always, I hope you've enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next one.